When you fall asleep, you paralyze your voluntary muscles, yielding total control of your internal organs to the relentless downward pull of gravity. In the 1970s, psychoanalyst Samuel Dunkel argued that the way we arrange our bodies in this vulnerable state reveals our psychological traits. He claimed that sprawling out on your back in the royal position indicated extreme self-confidence, while choosing the free-faller posture revealed an entirely different temperament. Dunkel's psychological theory lacks any definitive proof, but the physical reality of how we arrange ourselves in bed matters immensely because it actively shifts the relative positions of our internal anatomy. We naturally adjust to this reality over a lifetime. Babies are placed flat on their backs to lower the risk of choking. As we grow, we begin to roll and shift, eventually settling into 4 main adult positions: left side, right side, back, or stomach. By adulthood, we choose these positions based almost entirely on perceived comfort. We often overlook the structural strain, or potential mechanical relief, we are applying directly to our heart, lungs, and spine. So rather than asking what your preferred posture says about your personality, we need to ask a more practical question. What is the optimal biomechanical engineering for your specific resting body? The human body is a complex mechanical system of levers and loads. We can see how this system fails by looking at the least recommended sleep posture, the prone position, or sleeping flat on your stomach. Sleeping prone is physically damaging to your skeletal structure. Lying face down stretches and distorts the natural curvature of the spine, leaving it unsupported and placing constant, unnatural tension on the surrounding tissue. There is exactly one mechanical exception where stomach sleeping proves beneficial. For patients with specific respiratory conditions, lying prone frees the back of the lungs from the body's internal weight, providing a mechanical advantage to expand their airways fully. Shifting to the supine position, sleeping on your back, offers a highly effective mechanical solution for alleviating lower back pain. Placing a small pillow under the knees allows the spine to rest perfectly within its natural curve. But solving a structural problem in the spine introduces a massive fluid and gravity flaw elsewhere, the extreme vulnerability of the human airway. As you rest on your back, gravity pulls the relaxed soft tissues of your tongue and throat straight down. This physically narrows the central windpipe. When the body forces air through that tight space, those tissues vibrate, creating the sound we know as snoring. This same gravitational collapse is exactly why back sleeping is dangerous for individuals with sleep apnea. The downward weight completely blocks airflow, physically pinching off the windpipe and causing pauses in breathing. When you lie flat on your stomach or your back, you are caught in a physical trade-off. Relieving a structural issue in your spine almost always introduces a new challenge for your ventilation system. Most sleep experts favor lateral or side sleeping to bypass that exact trade-off. However, this introduces a new complication. Human internal anatomy is wildly asymmetrical. The left side of your body acts as a targeted plumbing solution, primarily because your stomach is located almost entirely on the left side of your abdomen. Watch how the stomach and esophagus function as fluid-filled containers. By tipping the body to the left side, gravity physically positions the stomach below the esophagus. This specific gravitational angle traps the fluid. It uses gravity as a natural lid to prevent acid from flowing back up into the esophagus, naturally reducing heartburn symptoms and preventing acid reflux. The right side of the body offers a completely different mechanical advantage, moving our focus from plumbing to the pump, the cardiovascular system. Patients with congestive heart failure often suffer from an enlarged left ventricle. This extra mass creates a dangerous amount of physical pressure inside the chest cavity as they rest. Lying on the right side acts as a direct mechanical intervention. Gravity pulls the mass of the internal organs away from the heart, relieving that chest pressure and improving overall cardiovascular function. Side sleeping functions as a targeted mechanical therapy. It uses gravity to assist our asymmetrical organs, moving the objective from simple spinal alignment to complex organ support. The search for a single, universal, best sleep position is a flawed premise. Every individual body carries a unique set of structural, respiratory, or cardiovascular requirements. People often worry that tossing and turning, shifting positions 20 to 30 times a night, is a clear indicator of restless, poor quality sleep. In reality, these unconscious micro-movements are a brilliant autonomous defense mechanism engineered right into our biology. Without ever waking you up, your sleeping body acts as its own mechanic. It instinctively senses tissue strain and shifts your weight to relieve localized pressure, preventing injury and maintaining a perfectly balanced state of homeostasis. Unless a doctor has specifically prescribed positional therapy, like rigid training pillows for a medical condition, trying to force yourself into a motionless posture is entirely unnecessary. The best thing you can do is let your body's innate biomechanical intelligence take control. Trust it to shift, protect, and heal you in the dark.